Earlier this year I did some footage of atrogenes, and I took a video of Broughton Bride growing on this piece of fencing. You can just see a couple of white flowers. This is Broughton Bride having her second flush. And I did the piece to camera standing next to a bird box. There's the bird box, which is no longer a bird box. It's being converted into a wasp colony. The reason I'm showing you this is partly it's fascinating to see what's happening to the outside of the bird box as the wasps cover it with, well, it's wood that they strip from fences and other places and masticate into a pulp and stick on. They normally make them without wrapping them round anything else, but they've chosen to do it around this bird box. And as you can see, there are lots of wasps going in and out. These are social wasps, and they are great predators. Apparently, having read about it on Google, the queen lays her eggs, and when the larvae hatch, they need to be fed, and they need to be fed protein. So the wasps go out and kill greenfly and other insects and bugs and bring them back to feed to the larvae. In return, those wasps get a sticky substance secreted by the larvae, which is very sweet, and that's what they feed on. Now later in the year, when the queen has stopped laying and the larvae have grown and they don't need the wasps to go out and get protein for them, the wasps have nothing to feed on because they're not getting the sugary substance produced by the larvae, and that's when they become a nuisance. As you're out with ice creams or trying to have a picnic or sitting in the garden with a fizzy drink, it's the sugar that the wasps are after, and it's one of the sources that they choose. And apparently, come the winter, most of these wasps, if not all of them, will die, and it's not the cold they'll die from, it's lack of food. The queen, however, may survive and may hide in a crevice until next year and start the cycle again. So I know wasps get a very bad press, and they haven't always been my favourite insects in the garden, but given the numbers of wasps that are in there and the size of that colony, if they are going about and killing greenfly and other aphids to bring back, then they're certainly welcome in the garden. They're doing the job that we gardeners want them to do, and I must admit I haven't noticed a lot of aphids around this year. Perhaps that's the reason why. So rather than worry about having a wasp's nest in the garden and trying to get rid of it, I think I should be welcoming it. Whether come August and September, when the wasps are getting a bit of a nuisance, I'll be saying the same thing, I don't know. But I thought that was perhaps an interesting piece of information to pass on to you.